Hey everybody, it's Heidi Fang here, and I'm joined with Ed Graney, our Review Journal sports columnist, and he and I are going to break down the defense right now, give the Graney's grades for what we saw in 2021. Now, Ed, we've got to start with the defensive line. I thought they got pretty strong up front, especially when you look at the push that Yannick Ngakoue and Max Crosby had. What kind of grade are you giving to the D-line?
Well, when you have a Pro Bowler like Max Crosby, Heidi, you have to give it an A minus. Listen, I thought they brought consistent pressure. There were some down games, but they were able to apply pressure. Crosby was terrific. You had new guys like Ngakoue on the edge. I thought the defensive line played really, really well for most weeks. That helped the linebackers and a depleted secondary on a lot of weeks. Crosby's a terrific player. He's just going to get better and better. I like the fact that fired general manager Mike Mayock in the press box during the Cincinnati playoff game kept referring to him as Maxie. Come on, Maxie. Come on, Maxie. I thought that was actually pretty cool. So Maxie's really good, and I thought the defensive line also stepped up. I will give them an A minus.
Let's take a step back here and look at the linebackers, the next wave of the defenders. What did you think of the linebacker core, Ed, and what kind of grade did you give this group?
Heidi, I'm going to give the linebackers a B, mostly because of Denzel Perryman. I thought he had a wonderful, wonderful year. You know, there's some Nick Kwiatkowski got injured. You had some injury problems across the linebacker depth. I thought Corey Littleton was just okay. They're paying him a lot of money. I think the last 2 years he should have been a lot better given his salary. Divine Diablo is a rookie. I think there's a lot of promise in him. But if you take away Perryman, I thought it was just an average year, but I'm going to bump him up to a B just because of him. One of the guys I would have liked to see more was Javen White, the UNLV kid. They invested a lot of time in him, I thought. Put him on the practice squad. He came up for a few games. Now he's gone. So I would have liked to see more from him. But it was, if you get the rush ends up and the defensive tackles up and what the job they did, I thought the linebackers could have been better on the second level. But Perryman was terrific. Led him in tackles most weeks. So I'm going to stick with a B and give him, like on the offense with Hunter Renfrow, giving him most of the credit for the wide receivers. I'm going to give Perryman most of the credit for the linebackers.
That leaves just one group here to evaluate, Ed, and that is the secondary. We have to start with what happened, the glaring obvious 2020 Damon Arnett, first round number 19 pick. He was released from the team. So you have that happen. Then there were a slew of injuries, so a lot of replacements came in. But overall, when you look at it, who stays, who goes, and what grade are you giving them?
Well, they need depth, right? You mentioned Arnett, not good on the video. They had to release him. Jonathan Abram. They brought Jonathan Abram closer to the line of scrimmage this year because he's far more better against the run than the pass. He's terrible against the pass. I thought he actually played pretty well against the run, but then he got hurt. Trayvon Mullen, the corner, got hurt. One key guy to look for because he was on a one-year deal, Casey Hayward. Casey Hayward, I thought, was very, very good. He brought some kind of semblance of veteranship and talent to that cornerback room. But I also think he could go out in the free agent market and make a lot of money. Another kid I thought played pretty well was rookie Trayvon Mooring. He came in from TCU. He was, asked to play a very difficult position in that scheme. So I thought Trayvon Mooring came through. They need quality depth. Again, I'm going to go back to general manager, whoever it is. Offensive line, number one wide receiver, and cornerback depth, safety depth. If they get all those three things, and it's hard to do, they could be a much better team this year. But I'm going to stay with a C for the secondary only because I liked what Casey Hayward did. I didn't like what a lot of the other guys did.
And that's a wrap. That'll do it for Graney's grades. Thanks to Ed Graney for stopping by and evaluating all of those position groups for us. And make sure to keep up with everything that we are doing through the offseason because we won't leave you. Something happens that's Raiders related, we will be on it here at VegasNation.com. For Ed Graney, I'm Heidi Fang. Thank you so much for watching.